Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a mid-semester check-in with everybody and talk a little bit about some upcoming things that we have going on in class and give you guys an opportunity to reach out to me and talk about anything that's happening through the midterm area and just to check in. Happy Friday. So coming up next week, actually week 9, due on March 18th, is your midterm competency evaluation. So you guys will probably want to make sure, if you haven't already, to get that out to your clinical instructors. This Sunday, March 4th, is your first performance assessment due. Also, be sure that you guys check the clinical site visit schedule. I've made a lot of updates to that schedule and included some site visits coming up. So be sure you guys check all of that. And just check in with me if there's any questions that you have. I know Clinical 2, there's a lot of transitioning happening between some things that begin making sense for you that didn't make sense in Clinical 1. I really want to make sure that you guys begin to focus on moving a little bit more into the relevance of what you're doing and not just focusing on the process of it. That process, I call that ability to memorize your protocols. You know you're taking images, but I want you to start asking why. Why am I taking these images? Why is this relevant? Why do we have to take a picture of the common carotid artery and transverse? What do these velocities mean? Do you guys know the velocity criteria for a carotid duplex? So if you're looking at the carotid and you have a velocity of 150, do you know what that means? If you don't, you need to start asking those questions. You need to make sure that your clinical instructors are aware of the forms that you have to fill out. And if you have any questions, begin that dialogue, reaching out to me and letting us know, how things are going. You guys are doing a great job in your clinical goals. I really appreciate you working with me through some of the new things I'm trying, especially with feedback. I believe feedback, is so vital to your progress and to my understanding of where you're at, that I'm trying really hard to use new tools to get better feedback to you in a little bit more detailed. So be sure you're checking your student notebooks in your classes. I've been leaving feedback. I leave specific questions in there. They don't always have to be answered. It's just kind of more food for your thought. So if you want to answer them, that's fine. If you don't, unless I directly, ask you, where's your posting or, whatever that might be. So, but I think you guys are doing a great job, and I'll be making more rounds to your sites. If I'm not actually physically there, I'm making phone calls. So be sure you check the student folder that I shared with you to see any of those progress reports. I typically put them in there the day I do my visit, whether it's on the phone or at the site. So you guys, welcome to Midterm Clinical 2. It's exciting times. This semester is huge for your learning. So have a great weekend, and let me know if you need anything.